Hi, it's John Pistole from Anderson University, and I'm excited to share with you some of the ways that God is at work on campus and through you and the work that you do around the country and around the world. We're excited to see, for example, what our engineering faculty, staff, and students have done and are doing. They've built a solar-powered vehicle that is going to be used by missionaries in Africa to literally deliver the good news of Jesus. Also, in our engineering program, we will now be offering 6 different degrees in engineering, including civil engineering, one of the largest, of course, out there. And we've also added humanitarian engineering, which is significant for those who might want to go into missions work with an engineering background. And then, for example, students who are working in our Center for Security Studies and Cyber Defense are working on cybersecurity assessments with some local not-for-profit companies and a particular Indiana city doing a cyber risk assessment to help us deal with distinctive, relevant, and timely issues as we seek to help others. The good news is, in this fall, we will receive the full designation as a Center for Academic Excellence for Cyber Defense. And that's significant because we will become only the 2nd Christian school in the country to receive that designation. So we're excited by that because the opportunities that will afford our students who come here to major in cybersecurity from a Christ-centered perspective. Now, we're also adding what's called workforce development certificates, for example, in information technology, healthcare, and some other fields, where we'll be able to do online training for people who may not be seeking a full-time college degree, but they can get a certificate, which will help qualify them for additional jobs and opportunities. And then they may come back and decide they want to get a degree. It takes all of us working together to accomplish the mission of Anderson University. And speaking of generous donors, we've been able to make some significant improvements on campus. For example, right next door in Dunn Hall, where I lived as a student a few years ago, we made over $1 million improvements, all new restrooms, a new lounge, and also a new lounge over at Myers Hall to help fulfill that student experience of having a comfortable, safe place to stay. We've been able to provide millions of dollars in scholarships, update facilities such as Mocha Joe's, the Honors Lounges, the Nicholson Library, and enhance academic programs through projects such as a new nursing sim lab, a new electrical engineering lab, and the Duncan Social Media Command Center, to name just a few. Thanks to AU alumni, donors, parents, friends, faculty, and staff, Anderson University continues to adapt and meet the challenges that are presented. And the lives of AU students have been enriched through the prayers, financial gifts, and hard work of so many. Now, from a faith perspective, it was just this past spring, we had over a dozen students seek to be baptized, and we did that in our natatorium. So those of you who've been on campus, in the Bennett Natatorium, the pool, we did over a dozen baptisms. It's probably stemming from the Asbury Revival, which you may have heard of. And then also our Board of Trustees, which is now being headed by Reverend Dr. Doug Talley, of course, just retired state pastor for the state of Indiana, has taken the initiative and lead on working with a small group of trustees, including our own Dr. Nathan Willoughby, the chair of our School of Theology and Christian Ministry, to look at some of these issues that young people are dealing with and how do we best address that in a changing, dynamic, Christ-centered world. Thank you for what you do, journeying with us as God works through us in higher education and as we seek to make a difference for Christ and the kingdom.